everyone, welcome back. So if you're even remotely into bold, over-the-top American cars, you're going to want to hear this. The 2026 Duesenberg Walker Coupe is shaping up to be one of the most surprising car reveals we've seen in a long time. Duesenberg has always been about drama, presence, and that old-school sense of occasion. And from everything we're seeing so far, the Walker Coupe is taking that legacy and flipping it into something very modern, very confident, and honestly, kind of wild. Before we get deep into it, quick favor. If you're into unique cars, future models, and honest enthusiast takes, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and you won't miss the big reveals coming next. Alright, let's get into this thing. The first thing that jumps out about the Walker Coupe is the design. This is not a quiet car. It's long, low, and wide in that classic Duesenberg way, but with sharper lines and a much more aggressive stance. The front end looks upright and powerful, with a modern take on that iconic grille, and the body has this sculpted, almost muscular look that feels expensive, even standing still. It's clearly inspired by the grand-coupes of the past, but it doesn't feel retro for the sake of nostalgia. It feels intentional, like they wanted it to look commanding in a world full of soft, rounded shapes. Now, under the hood is where things get really interesting. The Walker Coupe is expected to use a hybrid powertrain, and before you roll your eyes, this actually fits the car pretty well. The idea here isn't just efficiency, it's instant torque, smoother power delivery, and that effortless surge you expect from a flagship coupe. It's still very much a performance-focused car, but with modern tech backing it up. Think powerful, refined, and fast, without trying too hard to prove it. What really surprised a lot of people, though, is that Duesenberg isn't limiting this car to perfect pavement. The Walker Coupe is rumored to have light off-road capability, which sounds crazy for a luxury coupe, but it kind of works. Slightly raised ride height, advanced traction systems, and drive modes that let you handle gravel, snow, or rough roads without stress. This isn't a rock crawler by any means, but it's a car you could confidently take beyond pristine highways, and that makes it way more usable than you'd expect. Inside, the cabin looks like a massive step forward compared to older Duesenberg models. The focus seems to be on blending luxury with modern tech without overloading you with screens. High-quality leather, real metal accents, and clean design everywhere you look. The displays are there, but they're subtle and integrated, not screaming for attention. It feels like a place you'd actually want to spend hours in, whether you're cruising or pushing the car a bit harder. Pricing-wise, let's be real. This is not going to be cheap. Early estimates put the Walker Coupe solidly in the seven-figure range, which puts it squarely in ultra-luxury territory. But that's kind of the point. This isn't meant to compete with everyday performance cars. It's aimed at collectors, enthusiasts, and people who want something rare and dramatic that stands apart from the usual European options. When you compare the Walker Coupe to past Duesenberg models, the evolution is obvious. Older cars leaned heavily into tradition and excess. The 2026 model still has that presence, but it feels more focused, more modern, and honestly more relevant. It's less about just being big and expensive, and more about blending luxury, performance, and versatility in a way that makes sense for today. If Duesenberg delivers on even most of what's being promised, the Walker Coupe could be one of the most talked about luxury cars of the year. It's bold, it's different, and it doesn't feel like it's trying to copy anyone else, and that alone makes it exciting. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you take something like this over a traditional ultra-luxury coupe, or is this a step too far? And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around, because there's a lot more car news coming your way.